The Young and the Restless full episode Friday, November 15th reveals that the characters are always caught up in complex and powerful intrigue. With secrets intertwined and conflicts never ending, this time, the center of the chaos is Kyle Abbott. After Diane Jenkins Abbott's shocking announcement that she is now in control of Glissade and is firing him, Kyle feels like he has been blatantly lied to. That is unacceptable. Furious, Kyle immediately turns to the person he trusts to help him get everything right, Victor Newman, who has the experience and wisdom to handle situations like this. Kyle never thought that his stepmother, Diane, would one day turn against him and threaten his career at Glissade. Believing that he has been dedicated to the company and has always given his all, Kyle feels that Diane is dealing a blow to his loyalty and hard work. With his pride bruised, Kyle decides that he can no longer sit idly by and accept this situation. Being fired so easily and deliberately by someone he has always tried to trust makes Kyle even angrier. With no other choice, he decides to confront the issue and seeks help from Victor Newman, a powerful and sharp man who he knows will not be fooled. In situations like this, Victor Newman is always informed and a few steps ahead. When Kyle approaches him and expresses his skepticism about Diane's claim, Victor is not surprised. He had predicted this would happen a long time ago and may already have the information he needs to expose Diane. Victor listens carefully to Kyle's confession and, instead of answering right away, he chooses to drop a subtle hint. He admits that there is a possibility that the information is incorrect and reveals that Diane and Jack's marital conflict may also be an act. In this way, Victor not only reassured Kyle, but also showed him the subtle manipulations of Jack and Diane. He understood that the two were playing a dangerous game, and this time he was willing to intervene to expose their entire scheme. The deeper Victor dug into the matter, the more he realized that Diane and Jack were in league with each other in a deceitful scheme. It seemed that they were not only after control of the company, but were also targeting those close to Victor. As always, Victor knew how to use information to manipulate the situation. He may have known the truth all along but kept quiet, just waiting for the right moment to strike. Victor saw an opportunity to not only expose Diane and Jack's scheme but also to strengthen his position in the family and the company. This was a move he had to make skillfully, one that would not only reveal the truth but also make Diane and Jack face the consequences of their evil schemes. With foresight and an ability to read people, Victor has a convincing plan of attack in place. When Friday's episode of The Young and the Restless airs, everything seems set for a tense confrontation. Victor has all the evidence he needs to force Diane and Jack to confess. Just when they think they've won, Victor shows up, forcing them both to face the truth. Victor's appearance is not only a huge shock to Diane and Jack, but also leaves Kyle feeling vindicated. In this moment, Victor doesn't have to say much, but his message is clear: anyone who dares to deceive and betray, whether family or allies, will pay a heavy price. After the truth is revealed, Kyle realizes that he trusted the wrong person and put his trust in the wrong place. He feels a deep sense of disappointment when he learns that his stepmother and Jack, the people he has always considered family, have worked together to get him into this situation. Kyle feels not only angry but also lost, as if a significant part of his life and career has collapsed. Kyle may turn his back on both Diane and Jack, deciding that his loyalty should not be placed on people who are willing to betray him for personal gain. The events in this story not only highlight the complexities of family relationships but also teach lessons about power and trust. For Victor Newman, he proves once again that in any game, he always knows how to stay ahead and control the situation. For Kyle, this is a painful lesson but also helps him grow and understand who is truly trustworthy in his life. Whether they want it or not, Diane and Jack must face the consequences of their betrayal and scheming. And in the world of The Young and the Restless, it seems secrets can never stay hidden forever, especially when there's someone like Victor Newman waiting to expose the truth. There are no shortage of complicated relationships, family conflicts, and intense mind games. However, this time, the game is not only about love and hate, but also about the fight to save Kyle Abbott, the only son of Jack Abbott and Diane Jenkins. The two decide to put on a show so big that it will make the audience think they are really on the brink of breaking up. Jack and Diane have decided to put on a show about their broken marriage, complete with arguments, disagreements, and tense confrontations in front of everyone. They want everyone in Genoa City, especially Victor Newman, to believe that their relationship is on the brink of collapse. This not only creates a sense of authenticity, but also catches Victor off guard, because he thinks that when the couple breaks up, control of Kyle will naturally shift to him. Indeed, Victor Newman, with all his power and experience, cannot help but be drawn into this story. He was caught up in Jack and Diane's clever plot, thinking he was using this opportunity to get Kyle on his side. But what Victor didn't know was that it was all a perfect farce to protect Kyle from his own shadow. Fans of The Young and the Restless are not fooled. When Diane mysteriously called last week and mentioned that their plan had failed, many immediately questioned the identity of the person she was talking to. Many fans speculated that the person on the other end of the line was none other than Jack Abbott. It seems that the two had a plan all along to create the drama of their marriage falling apart. Diane and Jack are secretly working together to make sure Kyle doesn't become Victor's pawn. This secret phone call is just one of the signs that they are hiding something. But the thing is, not everyone is so accepting of such behavior, including someone who always questions morality and right and wrong, Tracy Abbott. Tracy Abbott, with her intuition as the eldest sister in the family and her belief in family ethics, soon realized the strangeness in Jack and Diane's actions. Tracy is not only a member of the Abbott family but also a person who always reminds everyone of the moral compass left by their late father, John Abbott. She feels that it is wrong for Jack and Diane to stage such a drama to protect Kyle. If Tracy finds out the truth, she will definitely not hesitate to confront Jack and Diane. She will speak up, not only for Kyle but also for the Abbott family. Tracy's sermon will not be just a simple condemnation but also contain memories of John, a man who always valued honor and honesty. By reminding them of John's moral compass, Tracy hopes to help them realize that hurting people for personal gain is never the right path. Claire, an indispensable character in this story, is also caught up in this vortex unwillingly. Claire, with her upright personality and spirit of always striving for goodness, has chosen the high road when it comes to Kyle. She has always wanted to maintain purity and fairness, and when she realizes that Kyle's parents are planning to manipulate her son, Claire is left in a dilemma. If Claire learns that Jack and Diane are conspiring to protect Kyle, she will be faced with the question of whether she should protect the truth or keep quiet for the sake of the person she loves. As someone who values morality, witnessing Kyle's parents trying to manipulate him will be a shock to Claire. She must wonder whether she should intervene and tell the truth, or keep quiet so as not to hurt Kyle. Although Victor may not have fully realized Jack and Diane's plan, with his experienced man's intuition, he will surely quickly detect that something is wrong. Once Victor realizes that he has been led by the nose, he will not let it go easily. For Victor, being deceived is never something he accepts, and that may make him act more aggressively to regain control. The game between Victor and Jack, Diane is not only a battle of power but also a confrontation between values and ethics. Victor will be ready to throw all his chess pieces to protect his personal interests, and this will push everything into a more dramatic and unpredictable conflict than ever. In this complicated story, Jack and Diane may have succeeded in hiding their plot for a while, but the truth will sooner or later be revealed. With Tracy and Claire both sensing something is wrong and questioning their morals, Jack and Diane will face opposition not only from their families but also from their own sons if Kyle discovers the truth. Subscribe to our channel.